Hey guys, this is Lisa Tedder with Tedder Bear Stamping, and today I'm going to share with you a card that's a shaker card using our new product from the Holiday Mini. I'm really excited about this because I always do Christmas in July, so this will be a Christmas in July card. And I wanted to let you know I'm a Stampin' Up! Demonstrator, and if you are in the United States, I would love it if you would pick me. If you order from me, you get to have a PDF with 16 different projects with written instructions, step-by-step instructions with pictures. So I would love to have you purchase from me if you don't already have a demonstrator. You can also, so you know, all my videos, well, most of my videos, sorry, go to my blog, which will also have everything written down that you needed. So if you have any questions and don't want to keep rewinding the video, you can go to my blog, which is tedderbearstamping.com. So let's get started on our project. So we're going to start off with a piece of 3.5 by 4 3/4 of the shimmery white. And I've already run this through, but this uses the die from the stamp set, the Snowflake Wishes is the bundle, and I just love snowflakes, and the sweet was just too much, so I had to get it all. So I've already run it through, and let me take this off. Because the background is going to take a little bit more time, so I wanted to make sure that I had time for that. So this is how it comes out, and then you just pop this out, and then you have the little snowflakes and a little border to go around your shaker card. And I'm just going to flick this so that I can get all those off. This is my very technical way of getting out all the little pieces. And if it doesn't work, you can get out your pokey tool, but this seems to work for me most of the time. And then there's that one that just doesn't want to come out. There we go. Alright, so let's wipe that all off. Okay, so we're going to have that, and I'm going to set that aside for now. Then we're going to come in with the same piece of paper that is 3.5 by 4 3/4 of the shimmery white, and we're going to run that through the folder that is the winter snow folder. And we are going to do a last week I think I showed you how to do this spot on thing. Well, I tried it with this one and it didn't come out as good, or as well, as my son would say, as I'd like it to be. So I tried something different, and I like how it came out. So let me show you how I did that. So I am using the sponge brayer and the Balmy blue. This just makes it not quite as bright. So if you don't want it to be quite as bright and you want it to be a little bit more mellow, this is what you'll do. So you just get some of the ink on your brayer and just sponge in a few places. And I am not going to switch the brayer because I'm going from light to dark, and it should be okay. So the light barely shows, so let's hope that this comes out. Alright, then we're going to spritz it like we did before, which uses the Shimmer Paint and the alcohol ink. And you can buy our spritzers, which I highly recommend. I just did this because I use it a lot. And this is one of our mist bottles. So I'm going to spritz this away from this place just to get it, and it really makes it shimmery. And then we will put this on here. I'm trying to get it somewhat in the area that I had. Whoop. And then close it, and then we're going to run it through the machine. And I'm going to make it go through twice, just to make sure I get a good coverage. Whoop. Okay, that didn't come out as good as I was hoping, but then we're going to come in with the spot and go over the top of it, and that's going to make it just pop more. Look how pretty that is. Okay, so even if you don't get a full coverage, just doing this gives you that. So I'm going to go ahead and set that aside for a minute, and we're going to work on the other stuff. So we're going to come in with a piece of scrap paper. All right, then I'm going to trim it so that when I put it through the punch, which is the brand new Banners Pick-a-Punch, which I am really loving. So we're gonna, that's this, and you can make it a tag or where it goes out. And I am going to make it a tag, or with the banner. Let's turned over. Make sure it's in the middle. See that? And that's nice. I love this. Okay. Alright, so we have that, and then we're going to come in with a sponge and do the edges. And I'm just going to use my spot because it's right here, and I keep closing my big one. And I'm just going to do it very, very lightly because I don't want it to be really dark. And when you are sponging, you want to do it sideways like this and hear the flicking. Then it gives you a nice image where it's very soft and flaky, or not flaky, fluffy or whatever. And I keep forgetting to turn off my phone. So let's do that real quick. Alright. Alright, so we have that done. And that is it for this. And we're going to do it on the edge of the one that we cut out with the die. Not that. Right here. And we're going to do it on that edge too. And this is why, like, you just want it to be really soft. It really gives a nice edge. Alright, so we have that, and then we're going to turn it over and put on some window sheet that we have cut to be just a little bit smaller than the opening, because you don't want it to be bigger than the opening, because then when you put it on, it'll go over. So you don't want that. So we have it on the back. We're going to come in with some adhesive, which I'm going to use the Stampin Seal Plus because that makes it really strong. And then just make sure that any edges that you might have gone over, you push back so you don't have those sticking out. Okay, so I have that, and then I'm going to go ahead and put my window sheet on. And hopefully the right way the first time, because you can't really lift it off. Alright, so now that's stuck on there, and now we have where it is going to make it to where the shaker parts do not come out. Alright, so we're going to come in with our strips, that is the foam adhesive strips, and we're going to go around the edges. And I like to have it close to the image so that when you shake it, it supposedly will keep it close, so you don't have to like have it fall in backwards, like into where you can't see it. Okay. And as long as you paper piece it, and I'm going to go even over the little parts there so that I can have it be, have it close to this opening. Just have it butt up against each other. Okay, so make sure that those are down really well. And then you're going to add your shaker bits. Now the one that I did, and I'm going to show you my card now, is that I used the gold and little balls that I had from another, well, they're beads. So I wanted to use things that we had, and of course I did not have this out before. I had these put away because I had them last year, and these are the Snowflake Sequins. So I have those, and then I do have some seed beads that will help it move nicer. You just have to be very careful and not spill these. And I'm going to add those, they're clear, just to give it a little bit more movement inside. You don't have to, you can just use the sequins that I did and have that be fine. Alright, since we cut that, with that one sheet that we did with this is the exact same size as this. So we want to make sure that when we put this on, we're going to take the things off, that they meet up perfectly so then we don't move it. Just be careful not to shake, because those seed beads will go everywhere. Which I already have a few that popped out. Okay, so we have it face down. I'm going to line it up, and hopefully I line it up properly. We can always trim it if we don't get it right, but it's easier if you just have it. Okay, if you have it set up the right way the first time. Alright, so there. Oh, I like that much better. That's so much better. Okay, sorry. Alright, then we're going to put that onto a piece of 5 by 3 3/4. So we'll flip this over, and I'm going to still use the Stampin' Seal Plus because I want everything to hold together. And this is just going to be outlined on here. And then this is going to go on a piece of Balmy blue that is 8.5 by 5.5, and it's scored in the middle, which is 4 1/4. And I want to see which way that I want it to be on. Okay, I want it to be this way, because I have the didn't mean to do that. I have the snowflakes to put on the front, and I want it to be in the right spot. Okay. So we have that. It's already looking beautiful, isn't it? Whoops, I see that I went over a little bit. There we go. Then with the new Balmy Blue glitter paper, which is absolutely stunning, I cut 2 of these snowflakes from the dies that come in the bundle, and I'm going to put one on the front right here, and I'm going to use the Tombow liquid glue, and just I'm going to sit down so I can make sure I get this right. Just put a little bit of dots just in the middle. I don't care if it if it doesn't lay flat for the edges, just the front. I want it to be down. And I'm going to have that come over a little bit. And then the Snowflake Wishes that I cut earlier, we're going to go ahead and put that on the front. Okay, and then you have to see these. Look at how beautiful those are. This came in the suite. This is why I had to buy the whole suite. These are the blue adhesive backed gems. And one has gold flecks in it and one is just blue. I am just going to use the blue. And that just makes it easier to keep with my color scheme. So there is the front, and then for the inside, let me show you what I did, because I did not cut it and it's not ready, is I did the May Your Season Sparkle and then one of the snowflakes in here. And this is 5 1/4 by 4 for the Pacific Point, and then I used the sparkly paper again, the Shimmer White, for that, and that's 5 by 3 3/4. And that is my card for today. I hope you enjoyed this, because I really did. I think, but that one's not as as pretty as this one. So what do you think? Does it make you want to go out and get it? I hope so. All right, we will see you next week, and stay safe. Thanks.